I didn't need random PI appearing. Oh, personal investigator. Pixel PI is the name of the game. I don't know what it meant. I'm very excited about this game because the developer of this game, Chris Chu, they found me on YouTube and they reached out to me in a DM and they said, hey, found you on YouTube. I'm releasing a new game soon. Would love for you to check out the demo if you're interested. Had a quick look at the game and it's right up my alley. So I'm very excited. It's a detective-y game, pixel art, which is going to be fun. And it's got a really interesting mechanic, which I'm keen to try out. Being able to type our messages instead of selecting from a drop-down is going to be interesting. This is just the demo. Let's see how we like it. I'm very excited. Oh, he did everything. Or they, apologies. Chris Chu. Danny for cat handling. Craft picks for 20 game backgrounds. Wow. Oh, amazing. First off, congratulations. It's hard to make a game. I'm so excited to try this. You can chuck it on your wish list. It's called pixelp.i. So Pixel PI. Location: Hevet Beach, St. Remy Waveland. Time: 11:31 p.m. Date: 20th of November 2089. Ooh, we're in the future. Next. What? Who are you? Why are you here? That's going after. What are you talking about? Answer me. Trust me, it's not worth it. You'll only get yourself killed. I won't be threatened. I don't care what you say. Don't be stubborn. It's for your own good. Somehow I don't believe you'll really care about what happens to me. In that case, you leave me no choice. What? Location: Pixel's apartment, St. Remy, Waveland. Time: 5:41 a.m. Date: 21st November. Pixel wakes up. It was just... I guess my alarm goes off too. It was just a nightmare? I fell asleep at my desk. What was I doing? Checks her computer. What? Did everything get deleted? Why can't I remember what I was working on? Notices the robot levitating beside her and gets startled. What the are you doing here? I don't know. My memory seems to be corrupt. Stands up and tries to punch the robot, which doesn't recognize. Wait! Stop! Pixel! It's me! Ethan. I don't know any Ethans. And I don't care about robots either way. Get out of my house! Continues trying to punch Ethan, but he's too agile. Zoom, 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 zoom. Glimpses at her computer. 2089? This can't be right. It's March of 2087. Or is it July? What's happening to me? Leaves Ethan alone for a second and checks the internet. I can't believe it. It's really November of 2089. Why can't I remember the last 2 years? Pixel, you seem distressed. What's happening? What is this robot doing in my house? Why is he acting like he cares about me? Start talking, robot. What are you doing in my house? Pixel, we are partners. We solve cases together. But there is something wrong with me. According to my system log, something happened yesterday at 11:38 p.m. I received a big amount of data that seems to have corrupted my memories. So he claims he has memory issues as well? Isn't that convenient? If your memories are corrupted, how come you remember us working together? I'm not sure. The memories I have are like summaries of memories, if that makes sense. There are no specific memories at all, but somehow I know you are Pixel, and you are a hacker detective, and we work together solving cases. And I'll do anything to help you. He must be lying. Why would I work with a robot? If you really would do anything to help me, then connect your system to my computer and enter standby mode so I can check what's wrong with you. Okay. I trust you, Pixel. Please don't delete me. Connects his system to Pixel's computer and enters standby mode, leaving himself unable to do anything until Pixel restarts him. He was right about the data dump. His memory is practically all corrupted indeed. Looks like when I tried to recover my old save data from that Battle Monsters game. I don't trust this robot, but he is being cooperative and his report about his logs checks out. I could erase him right now, and he knew that. Disconnects Ethan from my computer and puts him back online. Okay, Ethan, you can help me. Why are my memories gone? And why is my computer wiped? What do you mean, your memories are gone? The last 2 years or so, I don't remember anything. It's as if I was asleep for 2 years, because last I remember it was mid-2087, not 89. I'm afraid I don't know, Pixel. I will probably be able to help you more once my system is back to normal. but I am not sure how long that will take. I have no time for this, but I guess I'll keep you around till I figure something out. What's the hurry? Consider the facts. I'm missing memories of the last 2 years and my computer gets wiped at the same time. It could be a coincidence, but if it's not, then the most likely explanation is that someone somehow deleted my memories. If someone went through the trouble of hacking me and deleting my memories instead of just killing me, that means they want me alive. So they probably want something else from me. I need to be prepared for whatever comes next. My physical possessions seem to be intact, despite all my digital stuff being wiped. I wonder if that notebook is still around. Checks her desk drawers. Aha! Here it is. A lot of encrypted stuff is expected. Huh? What's this? Are these police case IDs? It's the last entry, so it must be somewhat recent. There must be something in those cases that can help me figure out what happened to me. Or at least help me understand why someone would want my memories gone. Hey Ethan, help me set up a case on my computer. Case ID 5918722-B. I'm on it. Is this a case you've been working on? I guess we'll see. Ooh! Why are your female voices always Valley girls? I don't know. I saw the look of her. She gave me kind of like a Valley Californian-esque kind of hi. Higher pitched kind of excited girl. She sounds entitled a little bit. A little bit. Again, desktop explanation. These are the main buttons you'll find in your desktop. You should familiarize yourself with all of them. The settings button will let you change the game settings and save the game. The clues button will show you the clues you have unlocked. You should begin your investigation by reviewing these. Okay, you will not be, I need my glasses. You will not be able to crack the case without understanding the clues. Makes sense. The hint button will show you a hint about the current case. Click it only if you are stuck. If you stay stuck at the same point, the hints will become progressively more explicit with each click. Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. On the right side of the screen, you will see the currently available interviews. Click on the interview you want to access to open the interview database window. Oh, so it's... Oh, I'm very excited. This is going to be very interesting. When you see Ethan pop up, click on him to watch his interaction with Pixel after reviewing the latest unlocked responses. Oh, so we've got Alex, Bernie's murder. The case framework I developed seems to have booted up correctly. This looks very complicated. What should we do first? I usually begin by reviewing the clues we were able to decrypt from the start. Then I check the available interviews. The police usually ask witnesses their name and their age, so I would start by asking both questions to make sure the interview system works. Let's go clues first. Such a clue to inspect. It's a turkey! Additional information will be displayed here. Ooh. Oh. Right. Ethan, Pixel's notebook, Pixel, Alex, Bernie. Bernie is the victim in this case. She was a journalist investigating the Oh, Pixel. It looks like this case took place in April of 2087, more than 2 years ago. Do you remember hearing about this? No, I don't remember anything about this case. But maybe it just flew under my radar at the time and I only learned about it later. So what do you remember from the 87? Well, in 86 I got fired from my job as a police consultant for refusing to stop working on a case. In 87 I started working as a private investigator and I was struggling to get clients. 90% of my potential clients were married people looking for evidence of infidelity. I've done a couple of those, but it got so boring that I refused to do them anymore. Then there were some potential clients that required things outside my area of expertise, like surveillance or infiltration. I have a feeling we have done things like that before. Go on. No, that's it. I don't recall the specifics. Anyway, I only got a couple of interesting cases, and the last I recall doing before my memory loss is desperately looking for clients. Interesting. Ooh. Bernie was killed with an axe, taking a hit to the head with the weapon at approximately 3:12 p.m. Okay, lots of numbers here. Let me get comfy. Let's get focused. Taking a hit to the head with the weapon at approximately 3:12 p.m. on the 16th of April, 2087. She was coming back to her home from a supermarket a few blocks away. Okay, Alex is the main suspect. He is a male. General clues. Pixel, a hacker detective. She woke up at her desk confused. She was greeted by Ethan, a robot assistant she doesn't remember. After a moment of panic and violence against Ethan, Pixel realized she had no memories of the last 2 years and that all her digital devices had been wiped. Pixel remembers her childhood, leaving her childhood home, working with police, solving cases, getting fired, and her own first few detective cases. After that, it's all blank. Pixel doesn't trust Ethan because she always hated robots. but keeps him around to obtain information about her past. But she's a hacker detective. She hates robots? Pixel's notebook, one of the only items in Pixel's possession that contains recent information. Pixel started writing in this notebook when she was a kid, but didn't use it much, preferring digital notes. However, she kept notes for specific pieces of information she didn't want to lose in case she was hacked. Ah. Okay. So she doesn't like robots, she's just very wary of them. Which is why she's a hacker detective. So she can kind of get on the inside. The first notes are keys and encrypted passwords, as they should be. Only Pixel can decipher, updated over the years. Ah. The most recent entry on the notebook contains police case IDs. Pixel doesn't recall. Between these entries are encrypted notes Pixel doesn't remember writing or how to decipher at the moment. Got it. Ethan is Pixel's robot assistant. According to him, his memories are corrupted, so he knows they've been working together for some time, but doesn't have any specific memories about it. Despite being a robot, Ethan lacks knowledge about the world, which seems related to his corrupted memories. Alrighty. Cool. So trying to find out, I guess, what happened. Interview topic. Oh, interview database tutorial. This is the interview database framework window. In this window, you will interact with the cases, interviews, and unlock statements and pieces of evidence. On the left side of the window, you will see the interview metadata. Right here. This metadata contains the interviewee's name, the date of the interview, the topic of the interview, the assigned role of the interviewee in the case, and the way the interview was conducted. On the middle of the window, you will see the statements. These are the answers the interviewee gave during the interview. Right, each statement will be encrypted until you unlock it. On the bottom of the window is the text input field. In order to unlock statements, you will have to ask questions to the interviewee. You can ask any question by typing them in the text input field and pressing enter or clicking send. If there is a match, the matching statement will be unlocked. For example, if you ask, "What is your name? Can you tell me your name? Who are you?" or however you want to phrase it to Alex, his answer to that question will be decrypted and you'll be able to see it on the statement section. By clicking on a specific statement, you can access the debunk button to debunk that statement. Debunking requires you to have a clue that contradicts the statement. So most statements can't be debunked, like Alex's name. Fair enough. Unless he's lying about his name. Last but not least is the handbook button. This button will open the handbook, which contains information about how the police conducts interviews. That would be interesting. The handbook is divided by sections, and each section contains information about how the topics in that section are treated. The handbook keeps track of what statements relevant to each section you unlocked. With the handbook, you can make sure you ask the fundamental questions before racking your brain, trying to come up with a new way to debunk a suspect. That's handy. Handbook. Personal. First step in an interview is usually to ask for personal information about the interviewee to understand their profile. Name, age, occupation. If the interviewee is a potential suspect, it's important to establish the interviewee's location and activities during the time of the incident. Yep. Connection to the case, relation to the victim. Understanding the interviewee's connection to the case is crucial for context. Follow up on evidence discussion. Okay, let's one thing at a time. What is your name? I'm Alex. After reviewing the new unlocks, okay. Wow. How come you asking a question decrypts statements? Well, we first obtain the list of encrypted statements from the police database, right? The statements are encrypted using a quantum encryption algorithm called IEA, which encrypts each statement with its vectorized intent. By vectorizing the intent of the question I input and comparing it to the encrypted vectorized intents of the statements one by one, if there is a match, the matching statement can be decrypted by an algorithm I reverse engineered. You kind of lost me there. Sounds like magic. If there is no match, my software will say something like, "No match found," or however I worded it. But it doesn't matter because I can ask as many questions as needed. There can be lots of trials and errors involved. But I'm able to make educated guesses based on the context of the case, the clues, my knowledge of how the police ask questions, etc. That's amazing, Pixel. I can't believe you can do that. Yep. And the best thing is that by decrypting statements, we also sometimes decrypt evidence. How does that make sense? Well, I had access to the police database software when I worked there, and I should shut my mouth. I already told you too much. How old are you? 25. Okay. What is your occupation? We're getting the main stuff out of the way. Oh, I have to. Okay, every time. Cool. Cool. The system seems to be working as I recalled. We should start asking relevant questions now, like the ones a police would ask. We can follow the handbook for that. For instance, the next question could be about his location at the time of the incident or his relationship with Bernie. Oh, I'm asking your occupation. I do some odd jobs here and there for a living. How do you know Bernie? I never met Bernie. I want to know what this purple and green is at the top. Is that time recorded, maybe? Where were you? 16th April 2087. I was doing my laundry at the time of the incident. Interesting. Location during the incident, yep. Like it's a little, like a check-off list, you know? Accusation response. Couple of new clues. DNA. Ooh, interesting. We should ask Alex about this. Yeah. Untraceable accounts? That is weird. I've only seen this when I was doing shady hacking jobs. Some clients paid this way, so my services couldn't be traced back to them. Alex must be up to something shady as well, most likely. Isn't hacking dangerous? How did you get into it? I guess it started by learning about old encryption methods in school, like prime factorization. I remember it felt like solving a puzzle game. School was always so boring to me, but this was fun. So I started learning more about modern quantum encryption and how to break it. I had to learn really advanced math and quantum physics, but I was so into it that it didn't feel like work. Alright, Pixel. And then I started hacking everything and getting into trouble for it. I had to learn how to be more sneaky about how to cover my tracks. Then I realized I could make money hacking, so I became a grey hat hacker. What's a grey hat hacker? It's someone who shows people how easily hackable their systems are by hacking them and then offers to fix their vulnerabilities for money. So, like, extortion. No, that's what a black hat hacker does. I never threaten my clients, just pointed out the flaws in their systems and offer them solutions. I see. Is that legal? No. But yes, kind of. It's complicated. One could say it's a grey area. Yes, just like your sense of humor. That was funny. I like bad jokes, but I thought it was funny. Alex's bank statement shows daily deposits from different untraceable accounts beginning April 5th up to and including the day the statement was obtained, 17th of April. The deposits amount to a very large sum. Let's debunk this one with DNA. To debunk a statement, the first thing you need to do is select the clue that contradicts the statement or shows that the statement is false or invalid. The next step is explaining how the clue contradicts the statement. For example, if the statement is I was at the park that day and the clue says the park was closed that day, you can say the park was closed that day so you couldn't have been there. Make sure you selected the right statement and the right clue. Most statements can't be debunked. Make sure you found a meaningful problem in the statement that a clue you own can demonstrate. Keep in mind that debunks are not the place to ask questions. If you find yourself wanting to debunk a statement with a question, you should try instead asking the question in the interview framework. All makes sense. Thank you. Now I can debunk this one. A strand of hair. Oh, okay. This is more specific. A strand of hair containing Alex's DNA was found in Bernie's clothes, suggesting that Alex interacted with Bernie the day she died. Well, then I can't debunk this one. I want to debunk this one. Oh, I can. Never mind. Alex claims he never met Bernie. However, a strand of his hair was found on Bernie's clothes. Aha! I know why my hair was found in the victim. We may have brushed past each other at the supermarket I went to earlier that day. Is that right? Ooh. I read supermarket weaknesses and then this staring eye and I went, So Alex said that, and this clue corroborates it, that he was at the supermarket that day of the incident. We should be able to easily debunk his claim about his location at the time of the incident. So what do you mean by debunk? We've gone through this. Not all the statements are encrypted the same way, but we can't tell how they are encrypted beforehand. Some statements, those belonging to responses from a second round of questions made by the police about previous statements from the same interview, are encrypted, including a reference to the clue used by police to press the suspect, and the inconsistency pointed out by the police. Those statements are trickier to decrypt, but what usually does the trick is aligning the right clue with the right statement and approximate the inconsistency between them. Once we have all three of those things, we can vectorize them and compare the result to all the encrypted statements until we find a match, if we're lucky. like we do with regular statements. I'm sorry. Almost all of that just flew over my head. We just have to find a clue that contradicts a statement and explains a contradiction. Oh, okay. Thank you. Supermarket witnesses. Witnesses at the supermarket saw Alex and Bernie at the store the day Bernie died between 2:55 and 3:05, but Bernie died 3:12. Scandalous. They were not seen together, but they were both at the supermarket at the same time. The store is a few blocks from Bernie's apartment. So I wanted to question the bank statement. Daily deposits from different untraceable accounts. What kind of odd jobs do you do? No? Okay, dang. Let me go to the handbook. We've done occupation, location, accusation response. If the interviewee is a potential suspect, it's important to establish the interviewee's location and activities. Location, accusation. You did it. Just accuse him from the get-go. Oh! Okay, I wasn't expecting that to bring something up. I didn't kill Bernie. I don't know why my hair was found in the victim. We may have brushed past each other at the supermarket I went to earlier that day. I had to buy some work equipment and found a good deal at the supermarket. How, what, where, when? Or maybe where, when. Have you heard of Bernie before this day? I didn't know anything about Bernie or her work. I want to debunk these ones. You know, we're going to say, how did you get home in 5 minutes when you live an hour away? Ahaha. I went home after the supermarket, but you live an hour away with an axe. Oh, what tools were you buying? I'm just gonna start accusing him. You have an axe. Exclamation mark. Oh, do you have an axe? Will you have an axe? What if maybe it's this one. Maybe it's a witness thing. Maybe we go here and we debunk with witnesses. Alex said he was home, but he was seen at the supermarket near the time of the incident. I've only got 100 characters, so I'm trying to find a way. Or incident.
We do not care.
You don't? But why? I did go to that supermarket that day, but it had nothing to do with the murder. There is no possible reason for me to want to kill Bernie. Is that right? Yeah, Alex lied about being at home at the time. Not looking good for him. I guess what's left to do is figure out a possible motive. We have no evidence to suggest Alex had a personal reason.
I got a bad feeling about this.
So do I. But we do have evidence that he is receiving large sums of money in his bank account from untraceable sources. I think we should ask him about it. Okay. You have lots of money coming from odd sources. I don't know. Let's see if that works. Oh! He swore at the police officer. Those statements you see on my bank are payments for a job I'm doing, but it's under a non-disclosure agreement, so I can't talk about it. Well, you're very defensive there, Alex. The suspect refused to answer further questions. I see that. Oh, Bernie's funeral. Last case update. What? So after all this evidence, the case just went cold? How is that even possible? Maybe the second interview will give us more information about this. As of October 2088, the case is still open, but hasn't been updated for months. No one has been charged with this crime. Bernie's family organised a public funeral for her. The funeral was held on 20th of April 2087. 20th of April 16th. Okay, 4 days later. Wow. The family is still looking for answers. Fair enough. Interviews. Hello, random person. What is your name? I prefer to keep my identity and my personal life private. Fair enough. How do you know Bernie? I was not familiar with Bernie before her assassination. Do you know Alex? An encryption layer was removed. Oh, an encryption layer? Interesting. What is your job? I'm not employed by anyone. I undertook this investigation independently. Why did you want to help this investigation? An encryption layer. Oh, alrighty. Interesting. I have to say already, I'm really enjoying this game. And I can't wait for the full version to come out. I think this is really unique, being able to ask the questions and then it has to try and work out what other question is similar to that to get the answer. Really cool. Okay, name, age. The interviewee is a witness. It's important to gather their insights on the case. Okay, follow-ups. Yep, debunks. Yep, cool. We'll become a therapist. How does this case make you feel? Damn it. He had no known relationship to the case. Let me double check out clues. Contextual witness. Where were you the day of the crime? I'm curious what these hints are like. We should ask this new witness what he knows about the case. Ah, what have you heard? I think I was trying to get there, but I couldn't get my words. New clue. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa! What have you heard about this case? All right, here we go. That unlocked a lot. I didn't know you could unlock more than one at a time. Good to know. I'm a private investigator. I learnt through news reports that a journalist has been killed. This led me to look into the matter myself, and I made some discoveries worth sharing. Bernie was investigating the black market and some of the organizations involved in it, such as the Crimson Mob, the White Hand, and others. Neither she nor I could identify. Unfortunately, someone wasn't fond of that and resolved to silence her. They contracted an individual to eliminate Bernie, to put an end to her investigations. I am certain the hired murderer is Alex. Alex has a reputation as a for-hire murderer in the black market. Considering that the DNA evidence proves Alex had physical contact with Bernie and the fact that he started receiving payments from unknown sources and without justification, I conclude that Alex was paid to murder Bernie. I'm afraid my knowledge of Alex is quite limited. He is a very private and skilled at avoiding unwanted attention. I just want to make sure you guys, the police, do your job. I know some of you have been compromised, but I also know that most of you are honest and want to do what's right. Or at least it's what I want to believe. So I'm here to do anything I can do to help you. Thank you, unknown source. Oh, come on, that's not fair. What happened? I was so close to solving this case, and this guy just spoiled it for me. All I needed to know was Alex's connection to the black market, and I would have been able to definitively prove he was the killer. I didn't need random PI appearing. Oh, personal investigator. Pixel PI is the name of the game. I don't know what it meant. I don't need a random PI appearing explaining how to solve the whole thing. So what Bernie was investigating that got her killed was the black market. What do you know about the black market? Not much, I'm afraid. Well, I got my NIU in the black market. What's an NIU? The Neural Interface Unit. It's a brain implant that allows me to connect to the internet and other devices with my mind. I had to get it in the black market because I was too young to get it legally. But I really needed it if I wanted to be serious about making money hacking. Money hacking? That sounds dangerous. How was your experience? I had to access the dark web and I found a seller there. I met them in a random store in the city. It was a weird experience. Did you go alone? Yeah, but I had a backup in a way. I made sure there was a police officer nearby and I hacked his radio to send a signal with my location if something went wrong. That's smart, Pixel. I can't help but wonder, what if your memory loss is due to having a knockoff NIU? I don't think so. I eventually replaced it with a legal one and the tests all came back good. How about someone hacking your NIU and messing with your memories? I thought about it, but hacking an NIU is not possible. If someone figured out a way to hack NIUs, they could practically mind control the whole world. If that happened, my memories are the least of our problems. After the PI's thorough explanation, what else do you think the police asked him that will be relevant for us? The police is probably interested in how he knows so much about the black market. They always try to find an angle to catch you. And also, they probably asked him why he's doing this, what his intentions are. We should discover what he had to say about that. The last statement I'm interested in from the PI's interview is about how he knows so much about the black market. So you just said that. I'm certain the police asked him about that. Yeah, you just said that. How do you know so much about the black market? My job as a PI, he needs a voice too, doesn't he? I haven't been doing that. I just asked too. I was too excited.
My job as a PI often makes me confront entities that deal in the black market. I wish I didn't know the kind of stuff that goes on there.
I mean, I guess. Clues! Bernie was investigating the city's black market. Oh, question mark. See, Pixel, it's not that uncommon for a PI to have a robot assistant. Did you know about this PI? Seems like he does a similar job to what we do. A similar job? I would never help the police for free. Those guys are all rats. I'm confused. Didn't you work at the police? Not really. I was an external consultant. Right. That's totally different. Bold move, getting this sassy with me at elbow to the face distance. Either way, I don't think I knew this PI, but I'm not sure. Also, I don't think he's being honest. Something's off about his character. I can feel it. That being said, I agree with his analysis of the case. So, how did you end up working with the police? I always loved detective stories. Since I was a kid, I always wanted to be a detective like Poirot or Sherlock Holmes. So in the summer of '85, when the local police was looking for a hacker as a consultant in a murder case, I jumped at the opportunity. I practically solved that case by myself, and while they didn't really like me overstepping their boundaries, they had to recognize that they needed me. So they offered me a permanent position on their team, which I was happy to accept at the time. An anonymous PI that seems to want to anonymously, well, fair enough. Anonymous PI wants to anonymously help, makes sense. An anonymous PI that seems to want to anonymously help the police solve cases. He contacts them via holographic conference using a robot as intermediary. Is he the reason the case ID number was registered in the notebook? Oh, maybe. I wonder if he just wants fame and fortune and more. But, you know, maybe, or maybe he was in the black market too, and they've crossed him, and now he wants to frame them. Neural interface unit. The neural interface unit is a chip that connects the brain to the digital world. It is a brain implant that allows people to interface with digital devices or the internet directly. Ooh, a custom-made robot? Music's changed. What is this? I knew it. You're a spy. You belonged to that anonymous PI and you were sent to spy on me. Did you have something to do with my memory loss? Start talking right now. No! No! Chisholm, no! What? You can't do this to me. You can't do this to me. No! Why would you do this to me? I'm gonna try and get as much as I can out. I hope that there's more that I can ask. Oh, I feel I wanna see if I can find any more. I wonder if there is anything else. Is there? Oh no, that is the end. No! Oh, a custom-made robot that interacts with the police on behalf of the anonymous PI. Oh, the robot appears to be custom built, one of a kind, probably built by the PI himself. Oh. How dare you, Chisu? How dare you play with me like that? Chris Chu, apologies. Chris Chu. Bless you, Gesundheit. Okay. 1, rude. 2. How brilliant. I'm invested too, Sage. I want more. I need more. I'm really excited for the game. This sort of game I love. But you can add it to your wish list, which I'm going to be doing because, oh my gosh. I like that I have to type my questions, so it makes me think even further. It's not just, you know, select from a list or something. There are some little bits that I would want adjusted. When we get a new clue, if I click on, you know, because it's the new one, instantly they will start talking. Pixel and Ethan will start talking before I've even read this. I would much rather click on it, read it, and then when I go to hit cancel, that's when they come up in chat so that I have some reference as to what they're talking about, because they pop up to talk about what's said here, but I don't get to see it first. And then I forget that that's even a clue. That's my only feedback. Otherwise, I really enjoyed this and I'm really annoyed that there's not more. Which is a good thing. I have to say, Chris Chu, congratulations. I'm so excited and it's all done by Chris Chu. Mwah mwah. Beautiful. I can't wait for the full game to come out. I will be playing it. I will be streaming it. I must. So go, get wishlist. Spread the news. I'm leaving today. I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere. I ain't going nowhere.